What do you want?
We need your help. This visit is necessitated by your late husband. Oh, please, accept my condolences, by the way. On the day of his demise, Mr. Knightley had in his possession one of these.
A shiny new computer disk. Now, most probably, it was taken by mistake. That's what my associate and I have been sent to ascertain.
Michael had lots of discs.
I'm sure he did. But this was a very special disc, Mrs. Knightley. So special that it would have been put in a very special place. Perhaps in a vase? Or perhaps in a less likely place. Perhaps behind a photograph.
However, in our rather hasty search of your home, we didn't find anything, so we thought we'd ask you for your help.
I don't know where it is.
When people get overexcited, they often overlook the obvious. Perhaps he put it in a safety deposit box, or perhaps he left it with a trusted friend. Mrs. Knightley, if you won't help us, we'll be forced to exercise other options.
Believe me, I don't know where it is.
I see. Well, now we come to the distasteful part. You have 48 hours. If you don't find the disc, you're dead. If you go to the authorities, you're dead. If you try to escape, well, you get the idea. Should you elude us, Mrs. Knightley, it won't be for long. And besides, we know where your family is.
We will be watching you, Mrs. Knightley, until we get what we want. 48 hours. Please, find the disc. And remember, we're watching you.
Watch it. Here it comes. Dig it.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Is Dan around?
Oh, Decker. Yeah, he should be back in a couple of minutes.
Is there some place I could wait for him?
Sure. How about my office?
T.S. said you want to...
Hello, Dan. Your friend said it would be okay if I waited in here.
Hi, Beth. So what's it been? 6, 7 years?
Try 8.
Well, what's the special occasion?
Dan.
People call me Decker now.
Sorry, Decker. I know you didn't expect to see me.
Hey, you're in the neighborhood. Why not just drop by, right?
Dan, please. It was hard enough coming here.
Why? Old friends like us should be able to,
We're more than just friends, Dan.
So, after 8 years, you still remember you were my wife?
I always remember. And I hope you do, because I have a favor to ask of you. And you're probably the only person I can trust to help me.
She's scared stiff, and not just for herself. She has less than 24 hours to come up with some computer disk her husband took.
Do you need any more reason to get the cops involved?
Oh, what are the cops gonna do, even if they do believe her? She's right on the edge. Look, T.S., I don't ask for many favors.
Okay, Decker. I'll go down to the station and check with Hargrove, see what we can find. Meanwhile, you stay right here and don't go nowhere.
Thanks, T.S.
The answer's no, Turner. The file is classified. The Knightley case is a top-drawer federal investigation.
Autopsy report, arrest record?
Nothing. Nothing but a lot of questions. Hey, if you know anything, you'd better tell me. There are guys in high places very interested to know how this dude bought it.
Tell you what, Detective, how about me and you trade information?
Why not?
So this is your place.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Why don't you just say what you're really thinking?
How do you know what I'm thinking?
Because I know you. It's a sweaty gym with a lot of guys you wouldn't have over for lunch. And the neighborhood stinks. But you know something? I like it. It's me.
Whatever makes you happy, Dan, that's what's important.
It does.
You know, this is not exactly the kind of thing you talked about when we were together.
You always wanted something I wasn't, Beth. You wanted someone who could... You wanted a hero. And I could never cut it for you. Never.
Our boys checked out the wreck. It came up clean.
That's it?
Off the record, I think Knightley was working for the mob.
What?
Now, the feds aren't saying, but I think he probably didn't know what he was into. Then when he saw the writing on the wall...
He wanted out.
Exactly.
That poor guy.
The crumbs he worked for just laughed. He was their number cruncher. He knew all their secrets. They weren't likely to let him walk away. I figure he was out to make a deal with the prosecutor, but the feds didn't seem to know what he had to deal with.
You hungry?
I haven't eaten all day.
There's a place around the corner. Nothing fancy.
Didn't your friend say we should stay here?
We're not gonna be long.
What if he comes back?
I'll write him a note, okay?
She's left. She's with some guy. I don't know who it is. They can't be going far. They're walking. Look, find out what her connection is with this place. It's called Decker's. D-E-C-K-E-R. What? Look, wait and see. Probably just going to get a bite to eat. Okay.
We wrote it off as an accident.
And what did the feds think?
Same thing. They questioned his wife, but he'd have kept all that stuff to himself.
So, nobody found a computer disk.
I didn't know there was one till now.
You want anything else? Just more coffee. Thanks.
Whatever happened to John and Pat?
Lady came by the gym today looking for Decker. Says her name was Knightley.
What'd she want with Decker?
I don't know, but dig this. She's his ex-wife.
How do we find them?
Back at the gym.
And she has a disc?
No, but some pretty nasty dudes think she does.
Should make a couple of calls.
After you, detective.
All we had in common was hockey. Back then, that's all we needed. That's all we wanted. Make the big time, be a star.
It's a big disappointment, huh?
We all thought we'd make the bigs. Nobody ever stopped to think what would happen if we didn't.
It's tough growing up, huh?
You did okay with it. You finished?
Yeah, sure.
He was a good guy, Dan.
Not like me.
He worked hard. He was home every night. We had money in the bank. We were thinking about having kids.
Sounds great.
I don't know what these guys want with this computer disk. But if they killed Michael, what's to stop them from killing me too?
We better get back to the gym. TS is probably scared something up by now. Come on. It's gonna be okay, Beth.
No answer. They say they were going out?
They said it was gonna wait for me.
Thanks for the call, Detective. Hold it. Special Agent Arthur, Federal Organized Crime Task Force. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I ain't got time.
You don't have a choice, Mr. Turner.
I'm not asleep.
Sorry.
Oh, no, leave it off. It's better like this. So you want to talk?
It's been a long time.
Does that mean no?
Just means we don't have much in common.
Well, that never stopped us before.
So what'd you find out? Her ex-husband? What about Turner? Private detective, that's not good. Okay, look, I'm gonna have to go in. No, don't worry about that. I got it under control. Yeah.
Detective, you've already overstepped your authority in this investigation by telling this man as much as you have. Now, we're here to conduct an orderly investigation of criminal activity.
There's probably a lot of that going down right now. So why don't you do something about it?
I will, Mr. Turner.
Every time you picked up that darn hockey bag and we walked down to the bus, I'd say to myself, it's not such a long time. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But it was, Dan. It was always a long time.
For me, too.
But you had something to do. I just got postcards from rinky-dink towns telling me how many goals you scored, or about your stitches, or what some coach thought. It was like when I walked in here today. I just didn't care.
I did the best I could.
So did I. Somewhere along the line, I just couldn't read the postcards anymore. You were a stranger to me.
I'd like to know more about Mrs. Knightley.
Look at here, Mr. Special Agent Man. I already told you where she's at. Now why you still standing here?
Following established procedure, Mr. Turner. Sit down!
I can't do that.
Detective Hargrove, if you have any influence with this man, I suggest you use it now.
You got two choices, Arthur. You can arrest him, or you can let him go.
Turner. Turner! 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 Hold it right there! I want him arrested.
Then arrest him yourself.
3 weeks on the road, I come home to an empty house and divorce papers.
It's typical. You didn't even fight them.
Why?
Dan, when you were home, I could never remember why I missed you so much. But when you were gone, you were all I could think about. What's that?
Shh.
Could it be your friend?
I don't think so.
If it's them,
Come on.
time's up, Mrs. Knightley.
Where's your friend, if that's the correct term for your ex-husband?
Right here. Is this what you're looking for?
Well, that's a good start, Mr. Decker. Why don't you just slip it into that machine there? We'll see if you found the correct disc. I mean, they all look the same, don't they?
Go ahead.
She doesn't have the disc.
Well, that's too bad.
Let her go and take me instead, okay?
Sorry, pal. Doesn't work that way.
All you need is time to get away, right?
What are you, some kind of hero? I got orders.
We both know what you look like. They'll squeeze me harder than they would her. Take me, okay?
Give me the gun first.
Dan, don't. He'll kill him.
Take it easy, lady. He's trying to save your life. Now give me the gun, but first.
I'm glad you came to me, Beth.
I'm just sorry it had to work out this way, Dan.
Maybe it doesn't have to.
You know it does.
Hey, Digger. I'll be in Hargrove's office if you need me.
Dearest Dan, after all those times you left me, now I'm leaving you. Did we ever have a chance? A lot has happened in the past week. There are many things I must try to understand and come to terms with, just like you. Our marriage seems so far away now. We've changed, Dan. We've finally grown up. I want to tell you that I still love you. I know you still love me. So who knows, it's not over for us, Dan. Maybe one day, we'll finally get that chance. All my love, Beth.
I guess it's for the best, right?
Sure, Digger.
It's just that
What?